so long, I'm here to answer your call. I know that I shouldn't have had you waiting at all.
I want to start out run painkiller because it'll help if you get into a fight early on. There's a lot of spawns close. You're gonna be prepared for anything. You're gonna watch your stamina as you run through the raid, not run into players so easily. The reason that I don't use night vision in most of my night raids is because my monitor has the ability to brighten the screen enough to where I can see enemies with ease, so there's no need for wasting an extra 100,000 rubles on some night vision goggles. Make sure you're on painkillers. Most of the time I don't throughout my raid, just at the start. It's good to have them at the start. You want to take a minute to get your stamina when you get the chance if you're behind cover. Check for the repeat on players that might be coming up behind you. And here's where we start checking for players that might be behind us and heading to our cash route to start our loot run. Now, this is the loot run from the crossroads side of the map. You can basically follow the complete opposite way if you get the ZB11 spawn or anywhere in the middle of the map. It's the same route. Essentially, you want to hit caches and the buildings, such as USEC and the boiler room. If you want to avoid all fantastic dorms, gas station, or fortress and house. You really want to pick everything up in the stash or whatever you find, even if you're not going to keep it or use it. The reason for this is you gain XP every time you pick an item up, and that XP adds up to level you up faster, and it'll be overall an easier game if you level up faster. Normally at night, even though suppressors don't do much in this game, you still want to run one. It'll maybe possibly distort people from knowing exactly where you are. It should help a little bit. I also wouldn't be too afraid of going into a night raid with a little bit of more of a kitted out gun or armor. If you have gear fear, this will be more of a time to run this kind of gear. You shouldn't be as afraid to lose it. Most of the time, people are scared of night raids because they're afraid that people are going to be super kitted and they're just going to get seen by a scav or anything else. But the detection radius on scavs is lowered at night, so they can't detect you as easy. And players, most of the time, while kitted, don't follow this stash route guide, or loot run guide, I should say. And they don't. They try to stick away from this and go look for people in dorms or scav boss hunting. In between looting stuff, you should always make sure you have inventory space and make room for new items if you get the chance. Because maybe while searching something, you can throw some items out of your inventory to sort better. At night, listening is key. You don't need really visuals to hear somebody running up on you as easy. Most of the time it's very quiet, so it's easier to hear somebody coming up behind you to kill you. Use sound to your advantage at night. Headphones could work. I don't personally use them because it's an extra anywhere from 20,000 or more people, and I can hear just fine with my default audio sound. Something that's very unique, I would say, to night raids is, even though sound is important, I would say, if you're doing loot runs for mainly money and XP, you're probably going to be doing them all day. I'd recommend putting on some music, even if it's just really loud, so that you have something to listen to and enjoy while you waste hours of your life. Night, it's very easy to hide your gear. Not many players go to the stash route again, so if you want to just dump your insured gear for stuff that you find, you can easily do it in night raid. It won't be difficult. I should put it in insurance. loot. Sometimes it's very hard to distinguish what items are worth more than others in a raid, especially if you're new. I've been doing it for a little while, a couple wipes, so I know somewhat of what I'm doing, but even I still struggle sometimes, and you can choose what you think is worth more, and if it's not, there's always next raid. This is more the newer players, but once you eat something that gives you a lot of dehydration in raid, you can cancel with mouse wing, and then it won't take as much away if it's still giving you the dehydrating effect. But it will give you all the food. Close this door upon noticing, just in case anybody tries to throw a nade down to prevent it. Always check the corner and hold the angle until you're out of range, just in case somebody decides to come down or pre-fire on you. You're never truly safe until you're out. Upon selling everything, you can sell stuff on the flea market. However, with this wipe, there has been a lot of tax increase, so I just find it easier to sell it to traders. It's a lot faster. You can do as you please, though. You might make a little bit more money off the flea. After loot running, you'll see that you go up in wealth very quickly. Over 400,000 rubles for maybe 15 minutes, 14 minutes raid and sell time. It's very good. It's easy money.